The untold story of Huy Fong Sriracha and Underwood Ranch. Huy Fong Sriracha versus Underwood Ranch. Are you a Sriracha lover? Was your favorite brand Huy Fong's? Did you know that they haven't had the same flavor since 2016? In 2016, Huy Fong Foods, the producer of the renowned Sriracha hot sauce, experienced a significant disruption in its supply chain due to a breakdown in its long-standing partnership with Underwood Ranches, its exclusive supplier of red jalapeno peppers. This partnership, which began in 1988, was instrumental in the production of Sriracha sauce. The relationship deteriorated in November 2016 following a financial dispute, leading to the termination of their collaboration. The dissolution of this nearly three-decade partnership had substantial repercussions for both parties. Huy Fong Foods faced challenges in sourcing the specific peppers required for their sauce, which affected production capabilities. Underwood Ranches, on the other hand, lost a major client, resulting in financial strain and workforce reductions. The ensuing legal battles culminated in 2019, when a jury awarded Underwood Ranches $23.3 million in damages for breach of contract and fraud. At the time, however, Huy Fong blamed the shortages on climate issues, causing the peppers not to grow, and supply chain issues. A nice and clean cover-up for what really happened. Underwood Ranch was the sole supplier of jalapenos, which is the base of the sauce. Underwood Ranch expanded their farm from 400 acres family farm to 3,000 acres across 2 counties outside of Los Angeles. They did this to keep up with the popular Huy Fong Sriracha's success. This following excerpt is from a Miami Law Review article. David Tran, Huy Fong's owner, would prepay Underwood for the estimated costs of growing and harvesting the chilies. The agreement was partly oral, partly written, and partly established by the parties' practice court records show. For the first 10 years, the parties executed written agreements specifying the price per pound and volume to be supplied. Thereafter, as Huy Fong grew in worth and popularity, the parties dealt with each other more informally via oral agreements. Because of Tran's suggestion, encouragement, and promise of longevity in their relationship, Underwood invested millions of dollars in acquiring additional farming acres in 2 California counties. Once Tran told Underwood, "You grow it, I'll sell it," Underwood took on significant expenditures to meet Huy Fong's needs. It took a year or more to prepare the ground for growing peppers, and many leases extended into 2030 and beyond. By 2016, Huy Fong and its projected future business accounted for approximately 80% of Underwood's revenue. Following a disagreement regarding the quantity of crops to be planted, Tran refused to provide Underwood with the prepayments needed to finance the crops and made multiple attempts to hire a long-term, trusted employee out from Underwood's nose. When Huy Fong suddenly terminated the relationship without notice in 2016, Underwood lost 80% of its revenue and was forced to lay off 50% of its employees. After nearly 30 years of collaboration, by January 2017, the relationship between Huy Fong and Underwood had soured to the point where the partnership became futile. Here, there was far more than an implied promise based on vague reassurances of good feelings between the parties. Huy Fong expressly told Underwood numerous times that Huy Fong would purchase all the peppers Underwood could produce. These promises were made in the context of Huy Fong's insistence that Underwood obtain more land. The jury reasonably concluded that Huy Fong had no intention of keeping those promises when they were made. Evidence showed that Tran had long planned to cut Huy Fong's ties to Underwood. If you're like me, my favorite Sriracha was always Huy Fong's. Then as I grew older, I could tell something changed, but I always thought it was just me. Once I started looking into it, I found out what really happened and that I wasn't crazy. Underwood Ranch's Sriracha brings back memories of what the Rooster bottle used to taste like. It has that added kick that lately the Rooster has been lacking. I've often had to add hot sauce to the Rooster sauce to spice it up, but no longer. I've made the switch to Underwood Ranch, and if you would like to try it, click the link below. It is well worth it.